everyone. How are you? I hope that you are all doing well. Now it's time for you to check your answers for worksheet 7. Are you ready? Let's start with the first exercise. Number 1 says, answer the questions below to make sure you understand the vocab words in bold type. The first one is done for you. Number 1 says, why might you alter a pair of pants? Why might you change or make a difference in the pair of pants? Simply to fit you better, okay? Number 2, what could cause toy blocks to collapse? Let's say that you're with your sister or brother playing with the toy blocks and you're making shapes or buildings or towers or out of toy blocks, and suddenly they collapse. What might cause them to collapse? Simply knocking them over or touching them by your finger. Okay, so many reasons cause toy blocks to collapse. 3. When might you ask a substantial number of questions? When or at what time a great number of questions would come to your mind? Let's say that you're in class and you start asking many questions. Why? Simply because you're learning something new. Yes, when learning a new subject causes you to ask a substantial number of questions. Number 4, what is something that can be a fire hazard, a fire danger? What could be a fire hazard? Maybe the stove, you might say a candle, that's right, okay? Anything that has to do with fire could be a fire hazard. Now, second part of the worksheet is about the genre, okay? The question says, how do you know that the text, a word of change, is expository? We have to choose the correct answers. We have 4 choices. We might have more than one choice correct, okay? Number 1, an expository text must be a made-up story that could really happen. Or 2, explains facts about a topic. 3, it includes text features like headings. 4, it includes label diagrams. Okay, let's go back to number 1, a made-up story that could really happen. Whenever we say expository text, it's not a story. So, a made-up, even if it's a made-up story or a fiction story, it's not expository, okay? So number 1 is wrong. We cannot circle it. Number 2, explains facts about a topic. Whenever we say expository, we mean there are facts and explanation. Okay, so number 2 is correct. It includes text features like headings. Why do we find headings in expository text? Because each paragraph explains a certain fact or a certain idea about the topic. So we have to add like a specific title for it. So we call it heading. It includes text features like headings is correct also. Last one, it includes label diagrams. Yes, expository texts also include label diagrams. The diagrams explain more about the facts that we're providing in the text. Now, part C, respond reading. In this text, we read about how Earth's surface is being changed constantly by slow and fast natural processes. Read the selection, a word of change, then answer the following questions. These questions are all based on the text that you have read. What are the 3 natural processes that change the Earth's surface slowly? Okay, we have to answer with complete sentences. So the answer for number 1 is the 3 natural processes that change the Earth's surface slowly are. You see the first part of the answer that comes from the question also is graded in the exam. Okay, so it's very important. So the 3 natural processes that change the Earth's surface slowly are weathering, erosion, and deposition. Okay, so the 3 natural processes are weathering, erosion, and deposition. Number 2, when does weathering occur? When? So there is a certain time when weathering occurs. Weathering occurs when rain, sun, snow, and wind break down rocks into smaller pieces. 3, what is erosion? Give one real-life example of a place formed due to erosion. Okay, it's all based on the text. What is erosion? Erosion is the processes of carrying away weathered pieces by means of natural forces such as river to another place. Example is the Grand Canyon. Okay, so the Canyon was formed due to erosion. 4. Explain one way people may respond to protect against erosion. People may grow plants along the shore. The roots hold the soil and make it less likely to erode. Now we move to the last part, which is the phonics part. We have two questions in the phonics part. Number 1, write the spelling word that matches each definition below. The words are indeed, believe, breathe, zebra, reef, family, speech, concrete, honey, wheeze. Number 1, breathe roughly. I'm making like this while breathing. Okay, so it's wheeze. Okay, pay attention. It's wheeze. 2, way of thinking. Way of thinking. So every person has his or her own way of thinking. So we say that you have beliefs. So it is belief. 3, something is spoken when someone stands, let's say, on the stage and starts speaking. So he gives a speech. 4, brothers and sisters. What do we call the brothers and sisters? Family. 5, underwater ridge. Underwater ridge is the reef. Actually, actually, it's indeed. When we say it's, we mean that we're saying something actual. Okay, we can use the word indeed. 7, take air into lungs. Into. Okay, when you take air into your lungs, it is breathe. 8, cement mixture is the concrete. 9, what bees make? What do bees make? They make honey. 10, striped animal. Which animal is striped? The zebra. Can move. We move now to the last exercise in the worksheet. Write the spelling word that contains each vowel sound below. We have the words in the box, and down we have the groups. First group is for the words that have long E spelled EE. Again, I repeat, spelled EE, we mean written as EE. Second group, long E spelled E, dash E, here we mean E consonant, then the silent E at the end of the word. Third group, long E spelled Y. Fourth group, long E spelled EA and Y. Group 5, long E spelled IE. Group 6, long E spelled EA only. Group 7, long E spelled EY. And the group 8, long E spelled E alone. We start with the words one by one. The first group has the words deed, also indeed, speech, with, sleek, and reef. Now we move to the second group, long E spelled E consonant, silent E, concrete, and scheme. Long E spelled Y only, family, family. We move to the fourth group, where we have the long E spelled EA and Y, and we have squeaky and weary. Okay, squeaky and weary. Long E spelled IE, we have belief and chief. Long E spelled EA, we have the words league, breathe, and healer. Now, long E spelled EY, we have the words honey and donkey. Last group, which is long E spelled E, is evening and zebra. So now we reach the end of our solution video. I hope everything is clear for you. Study well and get prepared for the quiz tomorrow. Love you all. Bye.